Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast. Today we're featuring a 2015 BMW. This is an xDrive 28D X3. It's got a clean title on it. It does have damage reported on the Carfax, which drives us crazy. We've paint metered the entire car. It looks like when they put the car into the BMW sale that they repainted the front bumper, or it was done on the lease return. So it shows us other damage. Not as an accident. Not sure why that's pertinent to anything, but it is what it is. It showed up on the Carfax a year after we sold this to our customer. So, and just to get that out of the way. It's got 68,000 miles on it. We bought it originally because of the equipment. It's got upgraded wheels on it. So our customer came in and bought a new Touareg from us. That's how we got it back. So we're consigning it for him. Super clean. It's well equipped for a 28. These are not that uncommon, but they're uncommon with good gear on them. For whatever reason, BMW produced a lot of these in the base version, so which we're not a fan of. This has got rear parking sensors on it. It does have a backup camera on it also. It's got power liftgate. So we've got WeatherTech winter mats. You've got the cargo net. It's really clean. It's been very well cared for. We sold it to our customer, I think, with 44,000 miles on it. They used it as a commuter. There's your power lift kit. So again, all the paint looks to be original. It all meters between 4.5 and 5.5 to 6, which is standard European paint. If you're going to see paint work, you're going to see usually 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, or 8. It's got comfort access for BMW. If you look at the ribs, if you see ribs on a BMW handle, that means that anywhere there's a rib on a handle, you can get in and out of the car by locking or unlocking it. It also means you can start the car without using the key as long as it's in the proximity. So you've got front parking sensors, which is nice. And on this car, because of the navigation and the iDrive system, you've got a visual display. The body and paint are really clean. There's no cosmetic stuff. Whoops, I locked it. So puddle lamps, so those are nice. You've got lighting on all door handles. Cars. So white stitching, leather interior, super nice, super clean. You have a panel roof, which is the dual sunroof. There's your door trim. The white stitching adds is a nice touch just because it breaks up the black. So you've got upgraded sound system on this. That's a Harman Kardon sound system, so that's nice. That's a noticeable difference. As far as upgrades, you've got the standard seats. It is a premium package car. So dual power seats, all that stuff is going to be standard. You do have also folding mirrors, which is nice, and believe it or not, not in this generation, not quite that common yet. So as I mentioned, I've got the key in my pocket, so you do have push button start. So this is nice. You can write on this. This is your iDrive system. You do have sport settings and economy settings on this particular vehicle. That key away. Looks like I've got a low tire. So you can see the passenger side door panel is clean. Passenger side seat is clean. So no pets, no kids, no non-smoker. You can see the dash, all that stuff is clean. So these are, again, your ability to turn your parking sensors on and off. This is a cool feature. This is called auto hold. So if you hit that, it'll hold you on hills, either going up or down. Economy and sport mode, so that's nice. So your standard audio system and climate control. You have dual heated seats, dual auto climate control. Up here is your iDrive system, so we've got a low tire, so got to address that. If you go into the vehicle status, you can go down to the service required. You can see where your oil, engine is, your brake pads, your front pads, vehicle check and brake fluids, all that stuff. It's nice. It's all computerized nowadays. If you go into media, so you do have aux on this, you do have streaming Bluetooth. It will play a DVD also, and you have hard drive, so you can store music on there also. You've got Bluetooth on this particular car. You've got navigation, super nice navigation system in BMWs. Your radio is satellite radio, HD radio, L7 surround sound. You have a backup camera, as I mentioned, so The backup camera's here, and then as I mentioned also you have front and rear parking sensors, so there's an indication of the rear parking sensors. Their fronts are clear. I think that's it. Home link, 3 buttons up here, programmable for security gates and garage door openers. You have a multi-function steering wheel, so you have volume control over here, the ability to turn your stereo up and down. Bluetooth, voice activation, your ability to scroll through modes. Over here is cruise control, your onboard computer system. You do have driving lights, automatic headlights, fog lights. What else? Front and rear wipers, manual tilt and telescoping wheel. I think that's it. That's a lot of gear for this. In the center console you do have a USB and an aux jack and a power source. So books, and I've got one master key. So again, there is damage reported on the Carfax. It's so frustrating. We're having reports that show up 2 years later, and most of that stuff is damaged, meaning that if you had a bumper repaired from license plate and you claimed it or you took it to a shop and they reported it, it shows up. That's really wasn't, we don't think that was the intention of Carfax when they started. It was really to keep people out of cars that had a lot of work done on them, or salvage or branded titles. And again, that showed up after we sold our customer the car, so it is on there. And again, we paint metered the rest of it, and it's all original, so that's just what it is. If you've got questions or would like additional information, please feel free to contact us, and we can be reached at 503-227-2354. Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast.